Okay, guys, I've got a nice game here that illustrates some points about spotting, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think their team is possibly a little bit better than ours, so this was a nice outcome. Now, what I do on this map often, almost always, in fact, is I knock this rather large tree down here for the TDs so that they get better camouflage. And I thought the Type 62 was going to keep going, and he hit the brakes there. See, this is you're not in communication, right? So I lost a bit of speed there, and that means I'm going to retreat through the buildings. Now, what I'm very concerned about always on this map is that somebody just saw me there. Don't know who. It could be the Type 62 who is I'm not giving away a secret. He's down here in the weeds there in the lake. Now, his decision to go there, to be honest, I don't agree with it. I think it's a bad move. You know, there might be 1 out of 10 battles or two out of 8 or something like that where he will get a huge amount of spotting damage, but his problems are multiple. First of all, he's in the bottom of a gravity well. So if he has to leave after being detected, he's got to climb out. There's water down there. It slows you down. So that tank's acceleration and top speed are already inferior for a Tier 7 light. I think it should have been buffed to go faster, considering the things it needs to evade in the newer power creeped version of World of Tanks. So he's got several strikes against him. Plus, he's if he is seen, there is some cover down there, but he'll be shot at from multiple angles. The guys on the tracks, my platoon mate here in the Basato, and also the Type 62. And so I think it's a bad move. And I never, I've been on this map many, 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 many times. I've never done it. Zero. And I think he did see me, so that's not good now. What I'll do here is I'll put the fixed camera back on. And to be honest, I'm not sure if I realized that it was him that saw me. But I'm going to try to pick up speed again here. And the moment I see him, I will hit the space bar to try to... There. Okay, let's analyze this. So was his camo messed up? He might not have been properly concealed down there. Don't know. But however you slice it, it's not good for him. So what I'll do here is just watch him get destroyed. So he saw me again, and I evade again. You always go immediately behind an obstacle, right, if you can, and try not to lose your speed. And I did get the entire 880 spotted again. I wonder if that was him just before he died. So are we going at regular speed here? Yes, we are. So I'm going to get back down here. Now this is an unusual situation. I don't normally do this, but the Type 62 is coming forward, and I've got a very powerful gun here behind me. So seen again, and when that happens, you always get down low, stay low. If I could tell people, the number one thing in a situation like this is duck. Now, here's another beautiful thing here. I'm platoon with Artie. Yeah, there's a reason for that, folks. There, my Artie platoon mate just took that guy out, so he hit me twice. And I'll be honest, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, did they nerf the acceleration on the Type 64? It just seems so sluggish these days, so there I just got the massive damage roll on this guy. And I'm going to keep exploring here. Now, there's another thing that's about to happen. I want to determine the mechanics here because I was very impressed by something, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This game is practically over at this stage, and it's all due to the deployment. Okay, let's just see here. Boy, this is amazing. Wow. Distance. Well, actually, that isn't too amazing. That is similar to many other situations on many maps, so it's not an outlier, but it is annoying that I have to get 55 meters away to detect him. Now, the question is, did he fire recently? So I was worried I was going to take a 400 damage hit there, so let's go back to regular speed, put the fixed camera back on. And there we are. So, this is probably for the enemy team that is losing, badly here. Um, Bad deployment, in all likelihood, cost them, and that's just, it happens so often in public matches that, it's just an irritating aspect of the game, and not much you can do about it, except, quickly get into the next game and hope that your team performs better. Anyways, I'll post the battle report in the video description, and you'll see that I had a pretty good game. I got 3,500, 3,600, 3,400 spotting damage, and the Type 62, the Tier 7 light tank, who is not a bad player. He's played a lot of games, and he's got a good win rate and a decent Demunate. You can look at the battle report. He got about 200 damage, or 200 spotting damage. I got 3,400. So, I'm not going to claim excessive pride in that, but it shows you that optimizing your tactics and your vehicle and your crew for that is a very successful way to play the game, and that's just the way it is, and that's the way I like to play, so it's a gratifying result. Anyways, I hope you liked the video, and before I go, I'll say one more thing here. One of the reasons I'm making some of these videos recently, and I haven't actually uploaded any of them yet to YouTube, but I will, is that, I greatly regret the fact that this game could be, I'm not going to say terminal decline, but it could be, not on its last legs, but it's a bit depressing to see how few people are playing it now compared to before, and I think that when there's a thriving community of active players, it makes the game better for sure. And I still have a sufficient number of fun games to keep me interested, and that's fine and dandy. But if other people have become disenchanted with the game for a whole bunch of reasons, it's power creep and commercial greed on the part of wargaming, that's sad, and it'll never come back. Maybe we don't know, but I'm going to keep making videos and preserve some of the lore of the game for people to look at. Anyways, hope you liked the video, and until the next time, game over.